Welcome back to the Eco-Bound Entrepreneur. Appreciate you coming back. Today is the first on the Palmetto Trail. So we're going to do the Wateree Passage of the Palmetto Trail, a passage that I haven't hiked before. I've hiked 3 other sections of the Palmetto Trail. If you don't know what the Palmetto Trail is, it's a trail that traverses the state of South Carolina from the coast to the mountains, over 400 miles. An amazing trail. They started it back in 1994, and it's been a project ever since. It's still not totally connected, but it's getting there. So I've always wanted to hike the whole trail. So I think my first attempt is going to be passage hiking. And I've done 3 passages, so this is a passage that I haven't done, and I've got some projects going on over that way, and I wanted to see the area, so chose the Wateree Passage. This is the Palmetto Conservation Foundation website, and this is the page on the Wateree Passage, and this is the passage that I'm hiking for my birthday, and I dragged my family along on the journey of 11.4 miles. It's in the Sandhill region of South Carolina. Says difficulties on the easier side, and I'd agree, mostly flat, except for Molly's Bluff. And 11.4 miles makes it a little difficult. And as you will see in the video, 4 hours of rain will also make it difficult. Camping is available at Poinsett State Park, and that's what we did. We camped at the park, so it was really nice. So let's jump into the map here. This site is great, the Palmetto Trail website. You can actually go here, see the maps, get a lot of information on the trail before you go, which is what I did. And we decided that we were going to start on the western end of the trail at Farmstead Road and hike south, then east and south towards Poinsett State Park. We camped at Poinsett and brought 2 cars. Drove 1 car over to Farmstead, parked that, did the hike over to Poinsett, and then got in the car and they came back and picked the other car up and went home. So you can see that the first couple miles of this trail goes along a roadside McCord's Ferry Road. So you'll get to see a lot of farmland there. Go over a couple bridges here, some interesting features. There's a power plant, the SCE&G, it says it's actually Dominion Energy now. You get to see different angles of the power plant and all the barriers that they put up to keep people out. When you turn east here, this is when it starts getting interesting, especially once you cross the Wateree River here that's heading north and south. When you cross the Wateree River, you get onto the train trestles. You get to cross multiple trestles. I think it might be 7 or 8 trestles. So this is a great section here. You go through a variety of land, swamps, pines, what looks like a jungle, up to the bluffs, single track trail, winding. When you get up here to Molly Bluff, after this last trestle, you turn south and you have to hike up to the bluff, so you actually get some elevation here where most everything else is flat. Then you kind of hike along a ridge and then back down into Manchester State Forest and then back into the Poinsett State Park on single track. All this is single track. Start at Molly's Bluff for the most part. You do get on some road here getting towards Poinsett. But it's an amazing journey. So the highlight of this video is going to be the trestle, swinging bridge, Molly's Bluff, some of the views, single track, and the rain. So that will definitely be a feature. So without further ado, here we go. This is where you cross the entrance of the power plant, and not too much signage until you get across to here, and the signage is a little obscured, but you can see that there's a path here, so not too bad. This is an interesting piece between the road and this fencing here. Okay, we're now at the section of the trail where we turn east towards Molly's Bluff and Poinsett State Park. So this has a nice little informational center. You can see the map here. You can't probably see it very well, but we're right at that turning point. This is also probably near the area of a possible proposed spur to Congaree National Park, which would be amazing. Not sure exactly where it would go. Maybe it would go up the Bluff Road, up just not even an eighth of a mile from here. So stay tuned. It might come in the future, who knows.
You should have brought an umbrella, and I could have covered the camera. If you want, if you take your jacket off, I can cover the camera while you take a picture.
All right, we just crossed over the Wateree River, and we're walking down this amazing boardwalk that someone put a lot of work in to doing. And this is just a gorgeous part of the trail. Amazing. So far, we can't say enough about this trail, the different aspects of it. Really interesting, beautiful segments. I have really enjoyed it. Snake crossing. Very great section of the trail. Well, I could be distressed about the rain, but really I'm not, because it's May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. And it could be really hot on this trail. So honestly, the rain is not so bad. It's beautiful, and it gives you ability to look at the trail in another light. So thank you for the rain. Okay, just past Trestle 3 and on to Trestle 2. We are headed east towards Poinsett State Park. Hopefully be there in a couple hours or so. Rain has stopped and we're just enjoying the little bit cool weather and that little feeling you get just after a rain, and you've been walking in it for a couple hours. So we're all wet, we're all having fun, but that's part of hiking and the beauty of making memories and things like that. So I have been hiking with my hiking staff here, which is a prototype of a staff that's based on a Boy Scout staff. I was a Boy Scout master for many years and have made this staff a couple times, but I worked on making it again. Has a hook on the end, also some rubber bands, and you've got the paracord. You can unravel that and use it if you need some rope. Bottoms here, you got a marker. That marker is a 1 foot marker, and there's a 2 foot marker as well. There's variations on this. You can put inch marks on there. You can put a stopper or a rubber stopper on the bottom. A lot of different things you can do, but I think I'm going to try to make another one of these. Get a little better every time, but the idea is having all these little tools, a little survival staff basically. Just thought y'all might get a kick out of that.
Well, hello, Molly's Bluff. Here we come. 3.4 miles to Poinsett State Park. And we just walked 8 miles from Farmstead. Alright, so let's see. I've been waiting to hear. I've been waiting to see what Molly's Bluff could bring us. Alright, we're about to find out.
Don't slip. No, it's got some traction on there. That little thing serves as traction.
This is turtle number 6.
Look, there's a baby turtle as well.
Ooh, and a baby turtle. Where? Oh! Isn't that adorable? Baby turtle. Mama turtle.
Still walking in the rain, but one thing about walking in the rain, it makes you feel alive. I think if you walk in the rain for 3-4 hours, you definitely remember that. And everybody should do that at least once in their life, because nothing quite like it. It creates good memories and definitely makes you feel alive for sure.
We're officially in Poinsett State Park boundaries. Back to traditional looking trails. Beautiful little picture. This is a lovely sight. Poinsett State Park. Ranger Station. Alright, 11.5 miles in the books. We officially finished the Wateree Passage of the Palmetto Trail in the rain. Took us 6 hours, 4 hours of rain maybe, a little bit more than that. But it was fun. We loved it. Beautiful trail. I'll do it again one day.
And now for my rating or score for the Wateree Passage trail on the Palmetto Trail. So look at aesthetics first, which is very important. That's why I put it high on the list. I score this as a 9 for aesthetics. It's a beautiful trail, a lot of diversity, interesting features along the way, from the trestles to the swinging bridge to Molly's Bluff, the single track, the pine forests. It just beautiful trail, and a lot of different things to see along the way. So definitely a 9. Accessibility 9. You can access it from Poinsett State Park. There's a couple of accesses on the McCord's Ferry Road. There's a few other access points, so you can get on that particular trail very easily. So it's definitely high. Sustainability is looking at more positive than negative impact on the environment, and also the longevity of the trail, how long it could actually be sustained and be there. I give it a high rating. There's a lot of maintenance that has to be kept up on this trail with the trestles and the bridges, so that's going to make it a little tougher for it to be sustainable in the long run, but it has a lot of support with the Palmetto Conservation Foundation. The condition of the trail, 9. It's in great condition for the most part. And they just keep everything in really good condition, clean. Rarely saw trash anywhere on the trail, so really high marks for that. And lastly, user experience, I'll give it a 9. It took us 6 hours to hike. We did 4 hours in the rain, but it was still great. I mean, we had a wonderful time. It was just a pleasant trail, interesting things to see. Got to see the turtles along the way. That was a surprise and a nice surprise. So overall, give it a 9, very high marks. One day we'll do a list of what I think the best trails, passages are on the Palmetto Trail. That'll make a good video. So hope to have that out to you one day.